You've done the responsible thing. Every month, you move a little money into a savings account, feeling disciplined and secure. But if you check your banking app, you might realize that $10,000 sitting there is earning less than 1%. After an entire year, you've earned maybe $50. When we look at the math over 20 years, the gap is massive. At a 1% interest rate, your $10,000 grows to roughly $12,200. But at a 10% average return, the historical average for the S&P 500, that same starting amount grows to $67,000. This difference exists because saving and investing are two tools with different jobs. Savings are designed to protect your money. Investments are designed to grow it. Saving prevents your balance from dropping, but as the data shows, investing is the specific mechanism that allows that initial $10,000 to transform into $67,000 over time. The first step in this process must be completed before you buy a single share. You need to calculate your monthly overhead and set aside 3 to 6 months of basic living expenses in cash. This money needs strict boundaries. It stays in a standard savings account, and you only touch it for true emergencies, like a sudden job loss or an urgent medical bill. Without this cushion, you fall into a common behavioral trap: panic selling. New investors often sell their positions at a loss during a market dip simply because they need that cash for an immediate bill. An emergency fund isn't just a safety net, it is a psychological shield that allows you to leave your long-term investments alone, even when your daily life gets expensive. Once your shield is built, begin separating your money into two distinct mental buckets. Think of it like this: your safety money is stored away where it cannot move. Your growth money is planted in a different environment where it is allowed to fluctuate, because that movement is what eventually produces a harvest. To get started, ignore the urge to wait for a perfect moment. Open a brokerage app and execute a micro investment of just $50 or $100. The goal of this first move isn't to make a profit. It is to break the psychological barrier of starting and begin the habit of being an active investor. Investing is often portrayed as a high-stress activity that requires intense, chaotic monitoring of news and price charts. This perception leads beginners toward high-risk behaviors like day trading, options, or crypto speculation, strategies that often result in significant losses. A more effective path for the vast majority of people is the index fund. An index fund is a single investment that holds tiny pieces of hundreds of different companies at once. This provides immediate diversification and significantly lowers your individual risk. This strategy is exactly what Warren Buffett recommends for most investors, repeatedly highlighting low-cost index funds as the most sensible long-term choice. It is a boring strategy, but it mathematically outperforms complex speculation because it relies on the steady growth of the overall market rather than the luck of a single trade. The final operational step is automation. Set up a recurring monthly transfer, for example $300, straight into your index fund, and then ignore the daily headlines. Contributing $300 a month for 25 years deposits a total of $90,000. But with compounding, your final balance is roughly $285,000. Almost $200,000 is pure investment growth, money your money earned. When the market inevitably dips, automation works in your favor. Your monthly contribution simply buys more shares at a lower price, which often accelerates your returns when the market recovers. By automating the process, you turn market volatility from a source of stress into a mechanical advantage that builds your portfolio over time. You now have the full pipeline: a cash shield for emergencies, a mental separation of your buckets, and a simple automated index fund machine. Saving provides the stability to begin, but the mechanics of investing are what allow that nearly $200,000 in growth to eventually do the heavy lifting for you. Are you currently in the saving stage, or have you already made that first micro investment? Let me know in the comments below. The earlier you combine these two strategies, the more effective your long-term results will be. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.